Good morning, church family. Today in news, we're going to look at some ways to live sent this week. Becky invites you to discover shades. Felicia tells us about the Jericho challenge, and we continue to count down the weeks until we move back to the worship center. Take a look.
If you've been visiting us for worship and you feel like you're ready to learn about who we are and what we believe, then join us next Sunday for Discover Shades. You'll hear from our senior pastor, Danny Wood, and have the opportunity to meet with some of our other staff members. It takes place next Sunday from 11 to 1. Childcare and lunch are provided. Head over to shades.org/discover to sign up.
Church family, as we prepare to move back to the worship center, come join us for the Jericho Challenge next Sunday evening. No, don't worry, we're not testing the structural integrity of the building itself, but instead we're going to walk around its walls 7 times and pray that the spiritual walls in our world will come down. If you can't make it next Sunday, you can still participate throughout the week by going to shades.org/Jericho. This is a really special way to prepare our hearts before we finish the remodeling and repurposing of the worship center. So we'll meet you at the top of the preschool drive-thru next Sunday at 4 p.m.
Church family, we have just 2 weeks until our first service back in the worship center together. Let's take a look back at the 2 main goals of the facility. The objective of Next includes remodeling our worship center and repurposing its lobby. Our desire is to usher the 2 most visible spaces on our campus into their next decades of ministry. We believe that the worship center sets the footprint for what we do, and as we look to the future, we sought a more intimate, flexible space. Also, we can lean into the next steps that God has for us as a church, knowing that all the major facilities on campus are up to date. But you've also heard us talk a lot about engaging our community and using the influence that we all have. And our repurposed lobby is an inviting space that provides multiple areas where we can build relationships and have meaningful gospel conversations. There are a lot of great upgrades and beautiful features that we think you're going to love. But ultimately, this isn't about architecture. It's about our obedience as followers of Jesus to live the lives that He's called us. As you anticipate our first service back together as a body of Christ, we're praying that you'd feel a renewed sense of mission as we seek to be transformed people who influence our world for Christ.